As of February 2018, the Atlanta metropolitan area has an unemployment rate of 4.3% and is ranked 34th in the country along with two other cities. The ripple effects of unemployment go much further than the headlines of job loss and job creation. They affect businesses that are hiring, cities with more jobs than others, and people who already have work. So what is my solution to Atlanta's rate of unemployment? Unemployment can be split into two categories, frictional and structural unemployment. Frictional unemployment is healthy for the economy and occurs when people are looking for a new job after leaving an old one. Most people in this category leave their old jobs voluntarily, but people can also become frictionally unemployed by being laid off due to businesses' failure to pay their employees. Structural unemployment is more of an issue. It occurs when the economy shifts and there is a mismatch between skills workers have and the skills businesses need. When workers have been unemployed too long, their skills become outdated. So unless they pick up an unskilled job, they remain unemployed even in the wake of a recession. What many workers do is move to areas where their skills are more applicable, leading to lower skilled worker retention, especially in cities where expenses are higher. My solution to structural unemployment in the metropolitan area is to teach underskilled workers trade skills including welding, carpentry, plumbing. Teaching them these skills will require capital, space, and connections to trades companies in the Atlanta area. Multiple companies have already succeeded and continue to lower unemployment rates in areas. These companies offer transitional jobs programs to help people become self-sufficient. Transitional jobs programs offer a combination of wage-paid work, job skills training, and other supportive services. According to the National Transitional Jobs Network, these programs not only help reduce unemployment, but have been shown to reduce recidivism rates, reduce reliance on public benefits, and lower taxpayer costs, improve educational outcomes for dependent children, increase local demand for goods and services, and benefit employers by increasing productivity and financial well-being. The National Transitional Jobs Network is a coalition of members who work to reduce unemployment in their respective areas and help Americans get back on their feet. One of their members is Trisalis. Trisalis is a nonprofit organization that helps low-income and unemployed workers become self-sufficient by providing resources and support for people to obtain and retain their jobs. They've been operating in Los Angeles, California since 1984 and accept donations as a source of income and have helped 58,000 individuals get on their feet. Many of their clients have been homeless, have a history of drug abuse, or have a criminal record. Aside from their transitional jobs, they provide resources to help people move to more skilled jobs, including tech resources such as phones and computers to contact future employers and polish resumes. They even offer proper interview work attire and hygiene supplies. Their curriculum, however, seems to be lacking in terms of teaching skills. Skillshare is a website where professionals and ordinary people alike teach what they do to people subscribed to the service. From coding to culinary arts, people can learn new skills needed for different jobs. Although the service is not marketed towards the unemployed, Skillshare can definitely help people learn the skills required to work at a new job. However, it is a subscription service and low-income individuals may not see the merit in such a program. Many low-income individuals may be able to learn skills, but they might not have the ability to drive a car, buy a house, or have decent credit. Rubicon, based in Alameda and Contra Costa counties in California, offer assistance out of poverty in 4 areas: assets, income, wellness, and connections. Rubicon works to get people jobs to meet critical needs. The company Platform to Employment, or P2E, based in Bridgeport, Connecticut, is a nonprofit that provides a 5-week boot camp focused on skills development and emotional support. Graduates from P2E's program move on to an internship with one of the many companies that have deals with P2E in order to complete their training. The International Labor Organization, ILO, believes that every sector should be taped in the quest for job creation. And the ILO has been looking at making rural areas a place where decent work is available by filling agricultural jobs. The Institute for Career Transitions is a project launched by MIT and focuses on people who are long-term unemployed with college degrees between the ages of 40 and 65. The Institute is mainly looking at qualified individuals who have been out of work for more than 6 months because these individuals, quote, were most frequently passed over, viewed as having outdated skills or being damaged goods. Most participants will receive coaching over a 3-month period with variations in the curriculum in order to find what method best helps workers get on their feet. I've conducted interviews with 3 individuals. All chose to remain anonymous, so I'll give them names of Noah, Sarah, and Chris. Noah is 33, single, and lives with 3 other roommates in a small apartment. He recently got out of the military after being discharged for medical reasons. With no savings and minimal skills, financially he struggles to pay rent and lives day to day. After explaining my nonprofit to him, I asked him what ideas he had to help reduce structural unemployment. He said government training for trade skills was the best option in his mind. Sarah has been unemployed for 1 year. She has 2 kids and has been living off of her savings from her last job as an English teacher. She's in financial and emotional distress from depleting her savings and is currently working in fast food to get by, as well as relying on friends and family to feed her children and pay rent. Underemployed and living paycheck to paycheck, she believes the reason she's in the position is because her degree isn't particularly useful for employees. Her ideas to help reduce structural unemployment is to have colleges stop offering liberal arts degrees. It was the only answer she would give me. Chris is 27 years old and he's moved from job to job after dropping out of college. He lives with his parents in the Atlanta suburbs. He is currently attending college for a bachelor in computer science, mainly because he has been dissatisfied with his progress in life, though he said more money doesn't hurt. He is what should be considered underemployed. The skills he's gained from his jobs don't apply to future jobs. Though he is at times structurally unemployed, each job he's taken has provided training. His idea for solving structural unemployment is to incentivize education through subsidies and grants. My plan to reduce structural unemployment is to make a nonprofit that trains the structurally unemployed workers of Atlanta and help them get jobs with trade companies. The nonprofit will mainly work with structurally unemployed people out of work for more than 6 months, and some people will be given priority over others based on their needs and skills. People will come to the nonprofit and sign up for classes. The classes will range from a few weeks to a few months depending on what type of training they choose to pursue. For example, a worker learning carpentry skills will need to take much more classes before moving to an apprenticeship than someone learning how to weld. Safety requirements are different and woodworking takes much longer to master. All training will have paid instructors to train the workers on job safety and get them certified in the skill they choose. Either way, the students will have help polishing resumes, practicing interview strategies, and smoothing out wrinkles that employers dislike. After graduating one of the classes, workers have multiple options. They can work at the nonprofit itself and use their skills to teach others and supervise classes, or we can help them get ready for an interview with any company in Atlanta. The main way that workers will find work will be an apprenticeship or an internship at one of many companies in the Atlanta metro area that the nonprofit has deals with, including both trade and construction companies. The workers will continue their training under an experienced professional on the job, and soon they will be able to make a living wage. In order to make a genuine nonprofit company, the concept must be tested with a minimum viable product. The most important thing to do to get people to come get training is to get the word out. The targeted audience is the unemployed working class individuals in the Atlanta metropolitan area. Using Google AdSense and job search related websites in the Atlanta area is probably the easiest way to get the word out, but they don't always garner the most attention. Combined with AdSense, I can place ads in and around MARTA stations since most unemployed individuals in Atlanta probably use MARTA to get around. In order to test the nonprofit with minimal viable products, I'll need facilities. My friends and I have had a business idea called makerspaces. At a makerspace, people pay a subscription payment in order to use the tools and facilities in an expansive workshop ranging from woodworking to welding to 3D printing. Most makerspaces are located in urban areas due to the fact that owning a workshop in the city is expensive. The demand for makerspaces in suburban and rural areas is lower since owning a workshop is a viable option for most individuals. Funding will be paid for using money from paying customer subscriptions and also deals with trade companies and donations. In order to get these deals, we will first have to show the companies that the certified workers my nonprofit trains are effective. The first class will start with 30 people and will expand based on demand. The workers, depending on what curriculum they will choose, will receive certifications in order to speed up their apprenticeship and will also provide mock interviews and resume help. My nonprofit idea will help reduce structural unemployment by getting people the skills they need to succeed in the Atlanta metropolitan area. Trade skills are in high demand due to the amount of construction happening in and around Atlanta. Trade skills, including being a plumber and an electrician, are underrated jobs always in high demand because they are seen as second-rate jobs, but they have first-rate pay.